Have you ever stopped to consider if the very foundation of what we thought the Lakers' future held is about to crumble and that, somewhere beneath the surface, an entirely new destiny is being written? What if the silent whispers in the league offices, the behind-the-scenes murmurs among front offices, and the subtle tremors shaking the trade market are signaling something so bold, so transformative, that it could change the picture of the Lakers as we know them forever? Welcome, Lakers Nation, to the Lakers News Fan Report. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because what I'm about to share might just be the narrative that redefines this franchise's path in a way none of us dared to expect. There's a restlessness brewing inside the Staples Center echo chamber, a tension thick enough to slice through with a laser beam. The Lakers have been quietly but surely scouting the horizon, not just for a patch to cover a hole, but for something seismic beneath the waves of off-season chatter. Could it be that the front office is considering a shift so drastic, so utterly bold, that it would effectively rewrite the blueprint left in the wake of Anthony Davis's departure? Davis, the Titan who, just months ago, was traded in a blockbuster deal for Luka Doncic, left a vacuum in the Lakers' front court that reverberates every time we see LeBron James stepping into game day glow, fighting for dominance with a thinner supporting cast. Now, some insiders whisper that the Lakers might be eyeing Portland's Robert Williams III, a player whose name, until recently, hovered quietly on trade radars, but whose potential impact could be a game-changer for Los Angeles. Could this mean the Lakers are ready to recalibrate their entire front court identity, shifting from the familiar Anthony Davis-era build to something built on defensive grit, shot-blocking prowess, and catastrophic rim protection? Is it possible that Robert Williams III, a 26-year-old big man whose career has been a roller coaster of tantalizing upside and frustrating injuries, might be the foundational piece the Lakers so desperately need at the center position? Consider this. In limited playtime last season, just 20 games, Williams averaged 5.8 points on an astonishing 64.1% shooting, grabbed 5.9 boards, and swatted an average of 1.7 blocks per game, all within less than 18 minutes on the hardwood. Those aren't just stats. They're a glimpse into what the Lakers could harness defensively, a raw but refined force that could anchor their interior defense in ways not seen since Davis ruled the paint. And yet, this isn't a simple or guaranteed move. Remember, the Lakers have been dangling between necessity and opportunity for the full seasons at center, choosing to sidestep investing heavily in that position. Now, that strategic choice has boxed them into a corner. The trade market is hyper-competitive, with contenders circling like sharks sensing an embattled prey. The asking price for a young, controllable big man like Williams can spiral as high as his vertical leap, especially with Portland considering its own front court configurations, including Adrien Ayton's presence. The Blazers acquired Williams during the Damian Lillard trade, with hopes of him being a central piece in their long-term plan. They might be reluctant to part ways, unless the Lakers are prepared to sweeten the pot in a way that makes Portland reconsider. This all adds layers of complexity, drama, and intrigue to what's shaping up to be one of the most compelling puzzles of the offseason. But the intrigue doesn't stop with Williams alone. The Lakers reportedly have ticked off multiple names on their list, including Brooklyn's Nick Claxton and Utah's Walker Kessler, both formidable young centers with a different flavor of defensive and athletic potential. This trio represents the Lakers' bold gambit to reclaim the foundational big man presence lost. With Davis's departure, there's talk of a two-step plan brewing in the front office, a strategic sequence that could shape not just the roster, but the entire ceiling of this team. First, land a high-end starting center who can patrol the paint with authority. Second, use the taxpayer mid-level exception, a financial tool of considerable value, to sign a veteran backup like Brook Lopez or Clint Capela, both seasoned rim protectors capable of stabilizing the front court depth. If executed flawlessly, this blueprint could resurrect the Lakers' interior defense and rebalance the team around LeBron James for what could be the twilight of his storied career. LeBron, of course, remains the gravitational center of every Lakers discussion. His unrelenting quest for a final title reigns heavy in every move the front office makes. The pressure to deliver a championship-caliber squad doesn't just weigh on the shoulders of Rob Pelinka and his team. It reverberates through the locker room, the fans in the stands, and across social media threads fueled by hope and desperation. Fans have expressed a gamut of emotions over the offseason, from frustration over the Davis trade too cautious optimism about new pieces. Twitter's hot takes reveal a Lakers nation hungry for assurance that the leadership can pull off a masterstroke. Some voices caution against rushing into a deal that borders on desperation, while others hype the potential of a rejuvenated frontcourt with Williams or another big man of caliber. Journalists like Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points have poured fuel on the fire, confirming Lakers' inquiries to Portland and signaling that this saga is far from over. The timing couldn't be more crucial. As the free agent market tightens and rival franchises address their own roster deficits, Lakers GM Rob Pelinka is reportedly in a race against the clock. Every day loss could inflate prices or push potential targets out of reach. Could the Lakers be gearing up for a bold move, one that boldly signals we're still serious contenders, or might the challenge of acquiring a healthy, high-impact center keep the team in a limbo of compromise, patching together pieces that never quite fit perfectly? History reminds us of similar crossroads, for example, that tense 2019 offseason when the Lakers swung for the fences and secured Anthony Davis after years of longing, forever altering the franchise's trajectory. This current moment feels like a modern parallel, a chance to either reclaim defensive dominance or face the bleak reality of a LeBron-centric team without sufficient frontcourt support. Yet, there's an emotional undercurrent that is just as palpable as the tactical chess moves. The fans remember Davis as a symbol of promise, a powerhouse who, when healthy, was nearly unstoppable. Losing him left an aching void, not just in stats or highlights, but in the heart and soul of Lakers basketball. If Robert Williams III, with his ups and downs, can fill that void effectively, it's not just about numbers or locker room chemistry. It's about reclaiming pride, restoring hope, and giving LeBron James a true partner who can help him steer this team through a gauntlet of title contenders. Imagine a lineup where defensive rotations click, our rim protection intimidates even the most daring opponents, and the rebirth of the Lakers' paint presence creates a fortress worthy of Staples Center's storied legacy. But what do you think about all of this? Could Robert Williams III be the phoenix rising in the Lakers' frontcourt saga? Or is he just another piece in a challenging puzzle that might never fully come together? Personally, as a Lakers supporter, I believe the potential is there. Williams offers an intriguing blend of athleticism and defensive instincts that, if healthy, could anchor this team better than anyone else on the market right now. The stakes couldn't be higher, not just for the franchise, but for LeBron and the legacy he continues to craft. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're riding high with Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because what's next could rewrite purple and gold history. We're talking about a seismic shift so raw, so electrifying, it threatens to upend everything we thought we knew about LeBron's twilight quest, Anthony Davis's once unshakable reign, and the very soul of the locker room. Imagine if this move, this potential acquisition of Robert Williams III, isn't just a roster tweak, but the spark that detonates the Western Conference's carefully laid order, sending shockwaves from the hardwood to the front offices of every dynasty dreamer out west. Envision the optics: LeBron James, still the gravitational force at 39 years old, relentless in pursuit of his elusive eighth ring, now paired with a defensive disruptor whose mere presence alters opponents' trajectories. LeBron's legacy, already gilded with 38.1 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game last season, now faces a new frontier. Can he elevate from one of the greatest individual performers to the ultimate team architect, bridging eras and styles with a newly forged alliance in the paint? Think clutch moments, the dagger threes, the game-saving assists, the high-stakes lockdown defense that marked Kobe's 2009 ascendance, or Magic Johnson's Showtime orchestration. Those Lakers dynasties weren't built on star power alone. They collided with chemistry, identity, and role players who could change the game with a single switch or block. Robert Williams brings that disruptive heartbeat, averaging 1.7 blocks per game in under 18 minutes last season. A rim protector who intimidates without needing a highlight reel every night. If he pumps energy like Austin Reeves does off the bench, who's already the spark plug lighting purple flames and challenging defensive assignments beyond his size, this Lakers team could metamorphosize into a bruising, ruthless contender. Moreover, the long shadow cast by Anthony Davis is no small ghost. Davis wasn't just a player. He was the Lakers' defensive gatekeeper, a two-way titan who could switch guarding perimeter threats and then bury giants under the rim with his patented two-handed slam. The departure left a vacuum, but it also cleared a pathway, a chance to rebuild the front court narrative around a new kind of warrior. AD's reign, while glorious, was vulnerable to injuries and chemistry standoff. Could Williams, with his blend of youth and hunger, be the stabilizing answer? If so, it paints an intricate portrait of a locker room ticking with anticipation. How will LeBron, the ultimate leader both vocally and through sheer will, embrace this new prototype of teammate? Will the veterans rally behind the fresh energy, especially as Bronny James and other young bloods loom ready to graduate and amplify this Lakers legacy? The potential for rebirth here isn't just cosmetic. It strikes at the heart of culture, identity, and purpose after the up and down roller coaster of the last few seasons. Turn the lens now to the seething Western Conference, a gymnasium filled with rivalries sharpened by hunger and history. Golden State's championship caliber dream team, weaving their flawless ball movement and lethal perimeter shooting, stands ready to pounce on any Lakers missteps. But what happens when an interior fortress emerges out of nowhere? A wall of shot blocking and rebounding that shifts the Warriors' rhythm? Could Draymond Green be rendered defenseless by a Lakers rim protector new to the scene but relentless in impact? Phoenix, basking in the glow of Devin Booker and a structured Chris Paul leadership, plots a dynasty predicated on offense and experience. Yet the Lakers would represent a counterbalance raw athleticism fused with defensive steel, a statement that the purple and gold refuse to fade quietly into the desert sunset of the sun's rising star. Denver's juggernaut, anchored by Jokic's unthinkable versatility, rounds out the gauntlet. Imagine the stern Nikola Jokic rumbling into Staples Center only to find his triple-double attempt swatted and stymied by a new, hungry Robert Williams. Jamal Murray doubling down, knowing the Lakers' front court now commands a different level of physicality and presence. In these imagined scenarios, you can almost hear Magic Johnson's iconic grin from the sidelines, a reminder that Lakers' greatness always rises when the dynasty's heartbeat syncs with urgency and embrace of evolution. Bron himself, eyes narrowed in focused hunger, ready to tilt the scales with a roster finally rebuilt not just around his talent, but around the gritty, unyielding fabric of a new Lakers DNA. Meanwhile, the media swirl is unstoppable. Social media erupts with heated debates. Can Williams really replace Davis's production and charisma? Are the Lakers mortgaging their future? Or is this a masterstroke from Pelinka that could silence skeptics forever? Analysts dissect every minute on court, comparing advanced metrics, whispering about cap space, finally acknowledging that the Lakers might be on the precipice of something revolutionary. But remember, this move is no sure thing. Williams' history of injuries casts a shadow that no team can ignore. Could this gamble yield heartbreak, or is it the calculated risk that defines championship contenders? Every possession will matter, every block, every rebound a testament to resilience. This looming acquisition feels like the Lakers revisiting their roots, the Showtime magic of speed and precision meeting the Shaq Kobe era's dominance inside. Just as Magic's court vision changed basketball's rhythm, this could be a new paradigm shift where defense wins in an era obsessed with offense. Let me share my burning take. As a die-hard Lakers believer, I see this moment not just as a transaction, but as a defining crossroad. It's the dawn of a chapter where we commit to LeBron's quest with a renewed spine, a team that respects both legacy and innovation. I believe Williams holds the key to a defensive renaissance that complements Bron's orchestration and the fiery resolve of players like Reeves. Could this be the catalyst for resurgent greatness, the spark to ignite a Lakers era that restores pride, silences doubters, and reverberates through the halls of Staples Center long after buzzer sounds? Lakers Nation, this is our moment to rally louder than ever. Will this be the catalyst that resurrects Lakers greatness? I'm betting it will be. If this fires you up, hit that like, share your take, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report so you never miss another blockbuster update. The dynasty is being rewired before our eyes, and you don't want to blink.